Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to our spiritual home. Please stand and join us in our opening song. Thank you.
We come together to behold the power of love, the power of light. We come together to behold. We are divine. Lift up our hands, oh, lift up our hearts. Lift up our vision, lift it to the stars. Dance in the glory, whirl in the grace. See God in every face. See God in every face. We come together to behold the power of love, the power of light. We come together to behold. We are divine. Lift up our hands, oh, lift up our hearts. Lift up our vision, lift it to the stars. Dance in the glory, whirl in the grace. See God in every face. See God in every face. Lift up our hands, oh, lift up our hearts. Lift up our vision, lift it to the stars. Dance in the glory, whirl in the grace. See God in every face. See God in every face. See God in every face.
Good morning again. I'm Lainey Mauger. I'm your platform host for the day. I'd like to welcome you here to this bright, sunshiny, chilly day in Wilmington, North Carolina. I have to move because I can't see with the light in my eyes. Whoa. Tis bright, tis bright. Running our service for the day, we have a whole slew of people who make this possible. Starting with our sound booth, we have Tara Williams, who brings us the sights and sounds and makes sure we are seen wide and far. Our prayer partner for the day is Teresa Rodriguez. She'll do the daily word and be our prayer chaplain. We have our celebration singers who open and close for us. Hey. We have our music director, Katie Deese. And then we have Nick Steigerwald. I said it right. Who will be singing for us later. Youth education person will be Sarah Rockwell. Our hospitality team is Annette Cook and Chris Butterfield. No, Sharon Butterfield. I got the lines mixed. Our hospitality team is Annette and Chris. Our welcome team is Shirley Melito and Sharon. Yay! I got all the players in the right place at the right time. And our speaker for the day is Reverend Herbert Harris, and he'll be regaling us with the day's lesson. This is the first Sunday of the month. And as the first Sunday of the month is our practice, we have birthdays. So anyone having an April birthday, please stand and we'd like to sing to you. Anybody having an April birthday? Yay! Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, April birthdays. Happy birthday to you. God is blessing you now. God is blessing you now. God is blessing you. You're wonderful. God is blessing you now. Yay! Anybody here for the first time? Yay, well, welcome. Our ushers will give you a packet of information that you can share with us, and we gladly welcome you to our service. Anybody here for the second or third time? We have one of each. Yay, terrific. Thank you and glad you could come and join us on this day. And for all the rest of us here and out in cyberspace, it's a great place to be on a Sunday morning. So please join me as we affirm our statement of faith. There is only one presence and one power active in the universe and in our life, God the good omnipotence. And now our affirmations, please. I am a beloved expression of God. I am here for a holy purpose. I'm in the right place at the right time, right now. And now Teresa will do our daily word.
I'm so sorry. Hello? Oops. Okay. Well, the daily word is divine order, and number 4 is my special number. So, and if you would join me with the affirmative affirmation together. I see divine order expressing everywhere. I delight in the glorious colors, fragrances, and arrangement of plants in a garden. I celebrate the imagination, the meticulous planning, and the diligent work that transformed a patch of ground, some seeds, water, and fertilizer into a beautiful, life-filled place. I recognize the role of divine order in the creation of this garden, expressing through everyone who worked to bring it into being. It began as an idea in divine mind. Someone received the idea. Cooperating minds developed a plan. Willing hands prepared soil, planted seeds, then watered and tended the growing plants. My spiritual vision perceives divine order, the eternal dance of mind, idea, and manifestation expressing everywhere. And from Genesis chapter 1, verse 31, God saw everything that he had made, and indeed it was very good. And there was evening and there was morning, the sixth day. Thank you.
Thank you, Teresa. Teresa is our prayer partner for the day. She will be over in the corner over here after the service, and she will help you connect back again with your higher power. There is also the opportunity to put in requests into the prayer box that will be prayed over here for 30 days, and then will be sent to Silent Unity for another 30 days. And we are a community of prayer. That's how we started, and that's how we keep on keeping on. So thank you very much. Nick?
A far-off place where a great warm welcome would be waiting for me, where the crowds would cheer when they see my face, and a voice keeps saying, "This is where I'm meant to be." I won't find my way, I can go the distance, I will face the world. If I can be strong, I know every mile will be worth my while. I would go most anywhere to find where I belong. Down a winding road to embrace my fate. Though that road may wander, it will lead me to you. And lives would be worth the wait. May take a lifetime, but somehow I'll see it through. And I won't look back. I can go the distance, and I'll stay on track. No, I won't accept defeat. It's an uphill slope, but I won't lose hope till I go the distance and my journey is complete. I am on my way. I can go the distance. I will face the world. If I can be strong, I know every mile will be worth my while. I would go most anywhere to find where I belong.
Wow. And the water bottle up here. Nick, great job. Wow. I was telling him earlier, it's good to have young people come up because they bring a whole other energy. And so, once again, Katie, you got a good group here. Yes? And you're going to be singing again too, young lady. Yeah. Y'all need to do a duet. Yeah, that ought to be something good. All right. Well, welcome. This is the first Sunday of the 4th month. And you know what that means? 3 months are gone. So before we get started, let us do our meditation because today's message, I think, is going to be one that when you leave today, you're going to be different from when you came. That's a big claim, isn't it? But you have the power to do that. So let us sit straight up in our seats and just close our outer eyes and relax. Take a deep breath and hold it. Let it out slowly. Take a deep breath and hold it. Let it out slowly. And in this space of peace and relaxation, I am at peace with myself. Let us affirm that together. I am at peace with myself. And just let that peace sink in. And in this moment of peace and relaxation, I get a vibration of healing today. I see a vision of the beautiful purple sun of healing rising up from the ocean early in the morning as the dawn gives way to the sun. And see that purple sun just move up into the sky and come down and touch us. That healing power of the purple sun touches us at the top of our head and our scalp. down through our brain and into our eyes. It's a cooling vibration, a healing vibration, touching every cell, every molecule, every atom in your body. Take a deep breath. Let it out slowly. And that cool, healing vibration moves down through your mouth, through your neck, down into your lungs. Coolness, healing, touching every cell, every molecule, every atom. And it passed down through your stomach into your pelvic area, bringing positive vibrations of healing. And down through your hip into your thighs, into your knees, into your calves, down into your ankles, and out through your toes. And then this perfect cycle of healing, we know that each and every cell, each and every molecule, each and every atom in our body knows what to do to make it whole. And let us just bask in that healing vibration. Take a deep breath. Let it out slowly. I am healed. I am whole. Let us affirm that together. I am healed. I am whole. Take a deep breath. Let it out slowly. And so it is. Woo! Y'all look beautiful today. I needed that myself. Wow. Number one, today, the first Sunday of the fourth month, and a Sunday that lets us know that we have 9 months left. That's the good news. You know, we got 9 months to make it happen, to transform our lives. So those of you in the sanctuary, thank you for being here. Our visitors, thank you. I didn't see the visitors. The problem about sitting up front is I don't like to turn around because I'm connected to this machine in my ear, and every time I turn, it comes loose, so you see me moving kind of strange. But could our visitors please stand again? Yes. Thank you so much. Wow. Thank you. Thank you. We love you and keep coming back. I'll sing and dance, whatever we got to do. And online, you know, I wish you were here. I mean, I don't feel bad about it because you need to come on here. Wherever you are, drive here, fly here. But we love you, and we say participate as a part of this service, knowing that the vibration is here will come right through the TV, right? I just dated myself again. What is it? Right through the internet and touch you and make you whole. So let us prepare for our message today. And this is a beautiful day outside, isn't it? I mean, the sun and the warmth. Well, it wasn't too warm, but I mean, at least last Sunday, you know, it got hot in here while you were away, Lanny. We didn't put the air conditioning on, and it was sizzling in here, but nobody complained. Everybody's like, oh, yeah, this is good. But I'd like to get us prepared for the message today, and one of the most powerful things we can do is, in the old church, we call it call and response. You know, the minister says, can I get an amen? And everybody says, amen. See, I like that. I love that. So how do you feel today? Let's say great. Great. Ah. On a beautiful day like today, it's very easy to feel loved, isn't it? I mean, you walk out, the sun just kisses you. And the temperature is just right. It really is. So I feel loved today. Let's affirm that. I feel loved today. You got to do a little better than that. Yeah, let's do a little. You got to wiggle a little bit. Let's try it again. I feel loved today. All right. Give yourselves a hand. The topic today is, if you can think it, you can be it. Now, I like to use the Bible. The Bible is the greatest personal development book in the world. Now, people say the Quran. Let's just be general. Every one of the spiritual books basically says the same thing, because life is the same in every language. We still breathe. We still bleed. We still grow. But they all have this commonality. And one of the things that they always talk about is thought. Buddha said it. As you live, you think. As you think, you live. Earl Nightingale said it. You become what you think about most of the time. The Bible said it. A mind shall have whatsoever it thinks in its heart. The Bible actually said a man, but this is the 21st century. A mind shall have anything it thinks in its heart. And so this idea of if you can think it, you can be it, is really a blueprint for how you want your life to be. Henry Ford said something very powerful. That was an old man that had a lot on the ball. I mean, he transformed the country, but he also transformed people's thinking. And he said this: if you think you can do a thing or think you can't do a thing, you're right. We shorten it and say, if you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. And so that's saying that whatever you have in your thoughts creates your life experience. So as we hear the message today, you notice we have a series. That's why I keep telling us where we are in the year. Because at the end of this year, everybody who's here and all those who will come are going to have a fantastic year. We're going to have a party the last Sunday of the year. We're going to have a big party, and it's called the Success Party, where everybody's going to get up and tell what great things. Lavonda, they're going to say, man, this happened and that happened and this blessing and that blessing, and all those good things came. So we got to prepare for that. And so each week we try to give you some messages that can help move you along. And this idea of your thoughts is powerful because your thoughts create your life. I thought that was part of the program. I was getting ready to say, Katie, how'd you do that? I like that ring, though. You know, then you're getting a call from heaven. If Jesus had a dial tone, that's what it would be. Wow. Now, that was a good lesson. So, the thoughts that we have now is what thoughts, what skills or knowledge can you develop now that will help you have a great year, that will help you have at that party we have at the end of the year, that you're going to say all these great things that happened to you. What we find is that our thoughts can either undermine or elevate our efforts. So thoughts are powerful. When we look at the great ones, people who've accomplished great things, they were always people who had a thought and acted on it. We always talk about Thomas Edison, and he had a thought about the light bulb. And no matter how many times he failed, he stuck with it. And now we have light. But guess what? Do you know if he hadn't acted on it, that thought would have passed on to somebody else? If you look at the patent office, you'll find very often that many of the people who got patents, 2 days later, a week later, somebody else applied for the same thing. When we talk about the radio, Marconi and Tesla, you know, Tesla actually invented a major part of what we call radio today, but Marconi got the credit. Yeah, because they tied Tesla up in court. That's a whole other story. But if you don't act on your ideas, they'll pass on to somebody else. Think about Steve Jobs. He had an idea. Now, you have to really, I have a lot of respect for him because Steve Jobs had an idea that a computer was more than X's and O's, Tommy. It's like, no, just X's and O's. Jobs said a computer is a way for a person to express themselves. And when he came out with the Apple, you know, they laughed at him. I mean, because he went up against the biggest company in the country at that time, IBM. You know, when people came out of law school, one of the jobs that you wanted was to work on the antitrust suit for IBM. That thing went on for years and years and years, and they had to pay people to just hang in there and keep beating up on IBM. Along comes Steve Jobs with an idea, a thought, and what is it? Apple's the first $1 trillion corporation. You don't even see the name IBM. As a matter of fact, Apple beat IBM so bad they changed their name. You know, Lenovo is the new IBM. Yeah? So, an idea can transform the world. Nelson Mandela spent 27 years in jail, and all he had to do was change his story. He believed that the South African people should be free, should not be suffering under apartheid. And all he had to do was say, I don't believe that anymore. Everything is good. And he could have walked out of jail. But in 27 years, he changed the country. He walked out of jail to become president. That's not a bad deal. I mean, if you could go to jail, well, maybe 10 years maybe. But to come out as president, that's not a bad deal. We even have a local person. The power of thought. I have a friend, and I hope she's listening today. Tawana Williams. The lady lives in Wilson, North Carolina. She was one of those thalidomide babies, born with no arms and a crippled leg. Now, she had, if you talk about excuses for not doing anything, I think she pretty much got the record on excuses. But her grandmother told her this. He said, find a way. Whatever you do, find a way. And today, she's a motivational speaker. She's been on every major talk show. She has children. You should see her burp and feed her child with her feet. See her take the diaper off with her feet. Eat with her feet. It's scary to watch her drive. She can drive with her feet. When my daughter was a little girl, because she's small, she's about 4'10", so she and my daughter are about the same size, and so my daughter's going like, Dad, how's she going to autograph the book? And she had a nice little cloth down there, and she wrote with her feet. So the idea that find a way is a powerful thought. And I share that because it says to us that you have the power in your thinking to do anything you want. So I ask you, what thoughts are you cultivating or permitting right now to come into your mind that can transform your life? You see, our subconscious mind is like this most fertile earth. How many gardeners do we have here? Yeah, all right. And when you got that fertile earth, I don't care what you put in it. It's going to grow. I got my, that was not a tulip. What did we get last week? Lily, yeah. And I took the lily out in the yard and took it out the pot and put it out there because we have some very fertile earth on the right side of the yard. The left side is a little bit different. That's a whole nother story. But your subconscious mind is such that whatever you put in there is going to grow. And so if you put negative thinking in there, negative stuff happens. If you put positive thinking in there, positive stuff happens. And we know the law of manifestation basically says that energy, vibration, every thought has a vibration, has a corresponding manifestation. We often say E, energy, equals MC squared, M being manifestation or mass under the theory of relativity. I can't say that's actually accurate because Tommy will check me on it. Okay. But we know that whatever thought you have has a corresponding manifestation. And so if you think it, you can be it. So doesn't it make sense that have good thoughts? Because every discovery, every creation, every design began as an idea in somebody's mind. But it began as an idea in somebody's mind who had the audacity to think about something that never was. You know, whenever you're doing special stuff, have you noticed that when you're doing something new and different, people criticize you? You know, critics are everywhere. But I know we have a lot of travelers here. Browning, you travel all the world. Have you ever seen a statue to a critic? They don't build statues to critics. They build statues for people like you and I who go for it, who try, who fail. The people who do it are those folks who have the audacity to do it and then the courage to believe that they have what it takes. You know, the world mind says you don't have a degree. I don't think Steve Jobs ever got a degree, did he? No. And what's the other fellow with Microsoft? He quit college, didn't he? Yeah. So, you know, if you could quit Harvard and head up Microsoft, that might be a pretty good deal. Okay. So the world may say one thing, but if you have a powerful thought in your mind, you can change all of that. And then to have the persistence to pursue it. That's a powerful point because many of us have thoughts, believe in it, but Nick, we don't follow it. We say, well, I don't have what it takes. I'm not going to do it. And guess what? That thought goes to somebody else. And any good idea that you have, if you don't act on it within a short amount of time, like, there's something I thought of. Man, how'd they know that? So this thought idea that your thoughts can manifest in your life, that if you can think it, you can be it, is powerful. The interesting thing, though, is choosing. You have to make a choice of the thoughts you permit to come into your mind. The scripture says, choose this day whom you will serve. That's Joshua, the 24th chapter, the 15th verse. I love that. Choose this day whom you will serve. So you can serve the thought of sickness or the thought of health. Our thoughts manifest in our life and create the reality that we live. So if you have positive thoughts and negative thoughts, then you have to choose to follow the positive thoughts. You ever wonder why people have negative thoughts? I don't think people naturally wake up and say, man, I want to be broke. I want to be a failure. I want to be sick. I don't know. I had an Aunt Lil. If you ask her how she feels, you better bring lunch. Because she'll tell you, and I mean, she go in detail all about the high blood pressure, the arthritis, the diabetes, and she has stuff that I don't think they know about yet. people have negative thoughts, and it's something we can deal with. We have negative thoughts for 5 reasons. Number 1, past experiences. You know, we fail our way to success, and many times we can be anchored in the past because of hurt, failures, broken hearts. Get over past experiences. Stress and anxiety, especially brought on by health. That's why I felt the need to do a health meditation today. Because when your health is funny, it's hard to concentrate on anything else. Stress and anxiety. Low self-esteem. You know, some of us grew up in households where criticism seemed to be the word of the day, where you never could do anything right. So you don't even believe in yourself. I'll tell you another one that gives negative thoughts, comparing yourself to others. You should be just like your brother. That's why I'm glad I'm an only child. Don't compare me to nobody. But think about it. How many of you had that situation where somebody always comparing you to other people? Yeah, raise your hand. Yes. She said, I'm going to raise a little hand. Okay. And even your environment can make you have negative thinking. You know, when you're raised in a certain environment, there can be a lot of negativity, and if you don't get out of there, it will get you. So how do you overcome these negative thoughts? If you want to have positive thoughts, and there are negative thoughts there, and we all have them, how do you overcome them? Number 1, step back. The Bible says, go into the closet of your mind. Be still and know. Be still and know what? Know that whatever that situation is not real. Acknowledge the negative thought. I mean, if you don't acknowledge it, then you blame somebody else for it. It's your thought. Remember the feeling. Remember I told the story about the lady with the full refrigerator? I went to a lady's house, and I mean, you couldn't even put a glass of water in there. And I said, I thought you lived here by yourself. She said, I do. Why do you have so full refrigerator? She said, when I was a kid, I was hungry all the time. And I remember that feeling. So sometimes you remember that feeling to motivate you to, she said, I'll never be hungry again. And then you got a clean house. All the negative thinking, any negative thoughts you have, get rid of them. Say, that's not for me. What do you say to negative thinking? That's not for me. What do you say to negative people? That's not for me. What do you say to negative emotions? That's not for me. Give yourselves a hand. So once you clean house, then this whole process now, if you can think it, you can be it. These are the steps. Once you have a thought, step 1 is to see it. The scripture says, where there is no vision, what happens? The people perish. When you have no vision, you fail. See the vision, and you will be the vision. Step 2, say the thought. The world was spoken into existence. In Genesis, it says, in the beginning was the Word. So in your beginning is your word. How you speak about yourself creates the vibration that attracts into your space that which is congruent with the vibration. So if you're meeting a lot of bad people, then check out what you're saying to yourself. The third key, feel it. Whatever you see in your thinking, feel it. If you see yourself as a great speaker, see yourself on the stage just prancing around speaking. When I decided to become a speaker, I didn't have the right kind of voice. Yeah, all the other speakers had those, yeah, man, I want to talk. I mean, those booming voices. My voice was so light, you know, when the old bill collector would call, is your husband home? I'm like, no, and if you see him, send him home. So I practiced it. I practiced having a deeper voice, especially in court. You know, Judge, I come before you to speak about things I know nothing about. But that's how powerful your voice is. You notice when you talk to people, you can tell their state of mind from the way their voice sounds. Feel it. Feel it, get the blessing. Feeling always gets the blessing. But now, step 4, write it down. That's where we often miss the boat. The scripture says, write the vision, make it plain. The Habakkuk, one of the shortest books in the Bible. Upon tablets that he may run that readeth it. And so when you write down whatever that thought is said, it crystallizes the thought. It gets it clear in your mind, and the clearer it gets in your mind, the more powerful you become in attracting that thought, the manifestation of that thought into your life. And then finally, step 5. And this is the one that makes all the difference. You got to act on it. When you act on your thinking, great things happen. So you have to see good health, happiness, and abundance. You have to say good health, happiness, and abundance. You have to feel good health, happiness, and abundance. You have to write about good health, happiness, and abundance. And then you got to act on good health, happiness, and abundance. What happens if you don't? Man, it said nothing. Even worse than nothing. If you don't do something, if you don't put good thoughts into your mind, the world will put thoughts there. Nature abhors a vacuum. I worry when young folks say, I'm just chilling. So what does that mean? It means I'm not thinking about anything. I'm just here. Well, the world mind will fill your head. So anything that you don't do affirmatively, the world mind will fill it. If you don't speak good thoughts, the world mind will give you negative thoughts. If you don't say good things, the world mind will give you negative things to say. If you don't write good things, the world mind will get you. Even worse, if you don't write it down, you'll forget it. You'll say, what's your dream? You know, it always cracks me up at the end of the year. Say, well, what were your goals for this year? I don't remember. I didn't write them down. So, if you don't do it, the world mind will do it. So you have an obligation to your own dream. The story of your life is being constantly written. You're the writer, and you're the star. You can write the story by the choices you make, or the world will write it for you. So, in conclusion, let us summarize. Our thoughts are the blueprint for our life. We become what we think about most of the time. Our thoughts may be positive or negative. Negative thoughts come from bad experiences, stress, anxiety, low self-esteem, comparing ourselves to others, and the environment. We overcome negative thinking by, let's put it simple, clean house. Step back, acknowledge it, change it. So, we have the ability to transform our lives by changing our thinking, by seeing what we want to be, do, and have, by speaking on what we want to be, do, and have, by feeling it as though it's already been achieved, by writing it down, and then taking action. So let us stand and close out. I think everybody's got the formula today. Y'all ready to run out here and do stuff? I know when we come back next week, you know, Katie, maybe we need to get a weekly check-in. Say, how'd it go, folks? I'll say it and you repeat after me. I think good health, happiness, and abundance. I see good health, happiness, and abundance. I say good health, happiness, and abundance. Now you got to wiggle. I feel good health, happiness, and abundance. Feel good health, happiness, and abundance. I write good health, happiness, and abundance. And now, this is the big one. I act on good health, happiness, and abundance. I act on good health, happiness, and abundance. Because if you can do that, you can be what you want to be, do what you want to do, have anything you desire, always knowing the best is yet to come. Give yourselves a hand. Thank you so much. You may be seated. Wow. Whew. I enjoyed that. Did you have a good time? Good, good. Well, it's time now to do the thing that I love to do the best. You know, lawyers always focus on money. Believe me, if you ever meet a lawyer that doesn't charge, he's a poor lawyer. So we're preparing for our, oh wait, and I have something special to tell us. We're preparing for our offering today. And for those of you on the internet, we have so many ways to give, but I want to remind everybody that we have a new way to give. Thank you, our co-minister has put it all together. Ellen is a great researcher. She puts it together. So let's give Ellen a big hand. She a program called Give Butter. I thought it was a typo. Like give better. No, give butter. Okay. And it's a way to text to donate. And we're going to have it up on the screen in a minute. Yeah, there we go. But you can text it to, what's it called? Unity Will. Text the Unity Will to 53555. Any amount that you want. So what we're saying is we're trying to make it as easy as possible for you to give to help us do what we do here. Do you like what we do here? Yeah. Well, then give accordingly. All right. So, did we do our mantra? Here we go. Divine love through me blesses all that I am, all that I give, and all that I receive, and so it is.
I am the heart, I am the hands, I am the voice of spirit on earth, and who I am and all I do is a blessing to the world. You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice of spirit on earth, and who you are and all you do is a blessing to the world. We are the heart, we are the hands, we are the voice of spirit on earth, and who we are and all we do is a blessing to the world. Be a blessing to the world.
Thank you, those out online, for your generous gifts. I know that you have just gone to the website and given graciously. Let us just take a deep breath for a moment and let it out slowly. And we give thanks for this offering, knowing that it was given from your hearts, knowing that it was given for a commitment to help us build and grow this ministry. We give thanks for your presence. We give thanks for your money, substance, and we give thanks for your love. Together, we can make Unity of Wilmington truly the church on the hill, bringing light to the entire city, to the entire county, and to the entire world. And so it is. Thank you.
Safe behind these windows and these parapets of stone, gazing at the people down below me. All my life I watch them as I hide up here alone, hungry for the histories they've shown me. All my life I've memorized their faces, knowing them as they will never know me. All my life I wonder how it feels to pass a day not above them, but part of them. And out there, sitting in the sun, give me one day out there. All I ask is one to hold forever. Out there, where they all live on, and where what I'd give, what I'd dare, just to live one day out there. Out there among the millers and the weavers and their wives, through the roofs and gables I can see them. Every day they shout and scold and go about their lives, heedless of the gift it is to be them. If I was in their skin, I'd treasure every instant out there, strolling by the sand. Taste a morning out there like ordinary men who freely walk about there. Just one day and then I swear I'll be content with my share. Who won't resent, who won't despair, old and bent, I won't care. I'll have spent one day out there.
Wow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, we've come to the end of another Sunday service, amazingly so. I don't know how it happens, but it does. And the message today was absolutely awesome. As we think, so we are. And we are all divine. Isn't it grand? Anyway, we have a bunch of events for the coming week. On the 20th of this month, we will be having our spring planting. So we will be purchasing plants and we will be doing our Earth Day celebration. And we will be needing some volunteers to prep the area as well as to dig holes to put in the plants that we will be. And we also need people who will absolutely participate in that. This is good for all. You can bring the kids, you can bring us if you've got a spade and a relatively healthy back. Please join us. There's a sign-up sheet in the community room. That will probably be later morning, probably around 10-ish. If that is not correct, I will correct it for you in the future. We'll put down a date. We know the date. We'll put down the time. We have two other opportunities for volunteers. One is a one-time event, and that is We have a parlor in the back room right from behind where Carrie is right now that is in dramatic need of painting. So we are planning to have a painting party the week of the 26th, 27th, and 28th. We need about 5 or 6 people who will be willing to prep the room on one day, paint it the next, and then put everything back the third day. So there's also a sign-up sheet for that. Please join us in doing that. It's something that really desperately needs to be done for our own edification and also to let us enhance what our resources are available so that we can lease out our services, that we can rent some property, you can have meetings in there and classes. The other team that we need help for is the AV team. We have Jose and we have Kara. We need backups for them through the year. So if you are interested in doing that and getting trained to do that, there is also a sign-up sheet for that. The people that help make this absolutely terrific and work, we're honoring 3 teams this fine day. The hospitality team, we have Annette and Chris. The welcome team, we have Sharon and Shirley. And then the garden team, who is also responsible for our spring planting day and for everything else that goes on out there. So please, if you are a member of any of those teams, can you please stand up? Yay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And they can always use an extra pair of hands. So please feel free to join them. Our Unity dinner for the week, which is on April 10th, which is on Wednesday, I believe, will be at Sweet and Savory, and that will be at 6 o'clock. There's a sign-up sheet for that also. That's a big thing going on in that room, so bring your pen and sign up. That's the end of our service, so thank you for this wonderful day. Please stand now and join me in our closing prayer and in our closing song. The light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as Creator, united all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every breath I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
May the love of God uplift us. May the power of God protect us. May the wisdom of God direct us. May each of us be like lights in a sea of darkness, bringing love, peace, and understanding to the world. Let us reach out and touch other people in this community, and let our light shine on them and bring them here to be a part of this church, to be a part of this experience, knowing that the best is to come. And so it is.
So it is. Very good.
Thank you. That's amazing.
Love it.
I love it. I enjoy it.